Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome everybody to Crystalline. We're back. But before we begin, I want us to read a particular message I just realized was out here over in the beginning of this particular area from Pixel Fade, I guess the company behind Crystalline. They say early access build placeholder assets may be in use and content are subject to change. Bugs or other strange things may happen. To be honest, I don't think anyone actually reads this, so I'm just going to talk about photosynthesis, which is a process used by plants and other organisms to convert light energy into chemical energy that can be later be released to fuel the organism's activities. Energy transformation. Please don't tell my teachers that I plagiarized Wikipedia. Okay. At first, I came in, I actually got this game gifted to me, think again, I got this game gifted to me, I came in, I saw the art, I liked it. I saw the character sprites, I liked it. I heard the voice acting, I liked it. I say this, and Pixel Fade, I love it, and I love youth. Oh, this is, please keep it there forever. Please keep it there forever. Or if you do a different build, change up something more nice for us so we can be surprised by new intro text. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get back into Crystalline. Get back to the area that we were at before. Last time, we just saved the kingdom, hopefully, from the tyrannical rule of I believe, shadow magic. Yeah, shadow magic. Where the mayor was being manipulated, or the duke, I think it was pretty sure it was the mayor. He was being manipulated, or the lord of the land. He was being manipulated by his treasurer. I'm rudely awakened by boisterous yells. As I blink my eyes open, I see that pongo planted on Zach's face. What's going on? Zach leaps off the bed, continuing his scolding. The pongo scurries under the pillow. I think he scared him. He snatches the pillow to reveal the pongo, contentedly blobbing over his discharger. The pongo's eyes are slitted shut, and he wears a silly grin. I realize I probably should pull up a menu here so I can, menu? I should probably adjust the volume a little bit here. I believe sound effect is voice, so BGM is going to be the background music. I can turn it down a little bit here. Okay, that should be good. We'll see how that's going to work out for us here. Also, I love how the menu is, by the way. Really crafty.
Don't even think about it.
That's much better. Zach scoops up his discharges and forcefully gives him a shake. The pongo's eyes snap open and he wobbles in the air, clinging for dear life.
Boy!
Zach doesn't cease his shaking, and somehow the pongo seems to be hanging on.
Boy!
His small body jiggles up and down until he finally bounces to the floor.
Boy!
He glares daggers at Zach, who is too busy inspecting his discharges to notice. There's a sharp knock on the door. Barely comprehending what's going on, I shuffle to the door and open it in a crack.
I heard yelling. Is everything
She cuts off mid-sentence and her eyes grow wide. I look behind me and see Zach dangling his discharges high in the air while the pongo leaps up to reach it.
These aren't for you to absorb.
Boy!
I'll just wait for you guys downstairs.
Good idea. Before I can answer, she turns around and walks away. I can't blame her for that. I close the door and start getting dressed. What a boisterous morning that is. A long while later, I emerge from the room with the pongo sitting on my head. Zach has his discharges back in his holsters and shoulders his pack. We head downstairs and meet Liana, who is waiting at one of the tables. Liana, sorry.
Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah, as long as that thing doesn't come near my dischargers again.
Boy!
The pongo sticks out his tongue. Liana speaks before the two of them can start again.
Alright, then let's hit the road.
With one final nod, she leads the way out of the inn and back into town. The rest of the journey towards Illumina is peaceful yet uneventful. The pongo snoozes on my head for the most of the way there. Liana frequently sneaks a peek at him and smiles to herself. Zach keeps to himself and continues to be in the lead for fewest lines spoken. By midday, I can see the stone building of Illumina. We make it through the city gates without incident. Oh. That actually looks kinda cool, not gonna lie. This place looks really nice. Unlike the quaint houses of Meadowhill Village, Illumina, I want to be sure I'm getting it right. Illumina is built taller and grander. There's more noise as people fill the streets. Zack stares down a side street. Also, I like the music here.
This is me.
I crane my neck and peer into the alcove.
It's a shortcut to the inn.
Liana nods.
Safe travels. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
Good luck at the Mage Academy.
He heads to the alley. Do you think we'll see him again? She shrugs.
Mercenaries have a way of just popping up. Let's keep moving. The Mage Academy is straight ahead, closer to the center of town.
She points to a looming tower with a high steeple. As we get closer, I see that the tower is attached to a castle. Whoa, you study here?
Yep.
Definitely looks prestigious. She notices my wonder.
What's your academy like?
Liberal arts college, party school, normal university. Okay, if I were, since I'm putting myself in here, my school, I don't think it actually was considered a liberal arts college. It had a lot of multiple programs, actually a lot of medical programs, but there's no medical school here in particular. It's a medical and tech school, so to speak. It does have a liberal arts program, but it doesn't have a primary focus. It tries to peel away from that focus right now. Party school. Actually, never been to a single party in my university. I actually studied. I was a workaholic. I'm gonna say normal university. I shrug. The usual. There are a lot of students all studying different majors, but we all have required core courses which you have to complete before branching into our majors. Okay, that sounds more like me. Liana nods.
That sounds similar to the Mage Academy. Everyone here must learn magic and casting, but after that, we are able to choose a discipline.
Like becoming a Mage-Knight?
Yeah, that's right.
We began making our way down the grand streets of Lumia. Once we arrive at the academy, Liana pushes right through the wrought iron gates, leads me across the expansive quad. Students pass by in flocks, chatting animatedly. Each of them wears nearly identical long cloaks, different only in color. Liana glances excitedly at the girl wearing a white cloak. Do you know her?
No, but we're in the same house.
What does that mean?
You can tell by her cloak. White means she's learning wind magic.
I pay more attention to the specific colors. There's white, red, blue, and green. I bet I can guess which color represents what. Oh, wind is white. Liana nods. Red is fire, blue is water, and green is earth. She grins.
You got it.
Walk past in a closed field. A young man sporting a green cloak holds a book in one hand, with his other hand aims his manipulator straight ahead of him. His mouth is pressed in concentration, and beads of sweat line his forehead. After a few tense minutes, the earth rumbles beneath him, and dirt spikes shoot out of the ground. That was awesome.
Come on!
Liana pulls on my arm, diverting my attention back to the task at hand. We enter the east wing of the castle and into the open foyer. There only a scattering of students wandering these halls, most are accompanied by an adult wearing long black robes. I assume they must be the professors. Liana scans each professor we pass, as if looking for someone specific. She leads me up to a winding staircase that grinds when she spots an older man with graying hair. His robes are pleated with white stripes, and he carries a staff in one hand.
Professor Orin!
He turns at the sound of his name and matches Liana's grin.
Liana, one of my best and brightest. What a pleasant surprise.
I like the voice actor as well. Oh my god, some of these voices are great. She smiles bashfully at the compliment.
It's great to see you again.
What brings you to the academy?
Actually, I'm here on official business. I'm sure you've heard of the random concentrations of magical energy by now.
He nods.
Well, I found someone who was directly impacted.
She gestures to me. I shift awkwardly, as his gaze falls on me. Although he looks intently at me, I can sense his curiosity.
What exactly do you mean by impacted?
I was investigating a report of unusual magic energy in Meadowhill, and it turns out the concentrated energy originated from him.
Professor Orin raises a skeptical eyebrow.
That level of energy would tear a human apart from the inside. Are you sure you weren't mistaken?
My manipulator read the energy level. Maybe we can use the Academy's equipment to scan him again.
Yes, let's do that.
He motions for us to follow him. then turns down the hallway. I don't know exactly. I know she scanned us before. She said we are like a part of a cause of an anomaly of some sort of a large magical readings. But how would that exactly affect us if he just said that a large quantity of those types of magical anomaly readings in a person would kill them? What does that tell about us? We arrive at this spacious room. There's a large device at the end of the room, which is separated by a wall of glass. The device has two panels on the side, which stretch up about 8 feet off the ground. On the other side of the room are a handful of students and professors. They consistently focus the manipulators in what I assume to be magical tests, and everyone so often jot down notes. A couple of pongos openly roam about the room, mostly ignored by the people. If one wanders a little too close to a crystal, a student chases it away, otherwise they leave each other be. I thought you said pongos weren't really welcome in society. Liana looks fondly around the room, a reminiscent smile on her face.
They aren't, but mages tend to like them. Pongos absorb residue energy on the mage from casting, which is surprisingly nice. Kind of feels like a gentle massage.
Professor Oren gives her a soft nudge.
Go ahead.
She nods and turns to me.
We're gonna take another scan of you now.
You're talking about that huge thing behind the glass, right?
Yeah. It looks intimidating, but it functions the same way as my manipulator.
I hope later in the future they actually add like the art of the device that's going to be scanning us. Alright. One of the students leads me to the device and has me stand between the two panels. There's a crystal mounted on top of each panel. As he closes the glass door behind him, the quiet mumbling of voices is muted into silence. A beam of soft light emits between the crystals and slowly descends towards my head, passing through my torso and disappearing at my feet. Once the light is gone, the same student lets me back into the room. Professor Orn looks grave, while Liana mouths is pressed into a firm frown.
This can't be right. Maybe we should scan him again.
Liana, the levels that you reported would have killed this young man.
Even so, how is it possible that this scan shows he has 0 magical energy?
She holds out a manipulator, just one we forced to meet. A pale light glows. Unlike our initial meeting, as she holds her manipulator closer to me, the light remains unchanged. Liana's face falls. Professor Oren puts a comforting hand on her shoulder.
Had he just cast it? Perhaps it was magical residue which you had read. As you know, that tends to slowly leave the body after each magic use.
She shakes her head.
It was too high a reading to just be residue.
So we don't have it? I'm gonna actually stand up for her because she was really hell-bent on like figuring out what was going on there. Last time Liana used a scanner thing on me, that little glowy light was pulsing like crazy. Like it was almost flatlined, it was beeping so much. Professor Oren seemed intrigued.
Then perhaps it was a faulty reading from your manipulator.
Perhaps.
I can hear the skepticism in her voice. It seemed to be working fine before. Liana shakes her head as if asking me not to continue.
I should get back to my students, but I hope I get to see you again.
Professor Oren gives Liana's shoulder one last comforting squeeze before he leaves. While discussions have been taking place, I noticed the Pongus would watch me with interest. The green one starts to gravitate towards us. Maybe it's interested in Liana's magic. Then why does it look like it's heading towards me?
Poi?
Hi? The voice, whoever does the voice for the Pongo, kudos, major kudos. I look down and see my wobbly blue friend at my feet. Hey, you back?
Poi!
Bounces on the ground and fixes me with his wide smile. Suddenly, he stops and stares at the green Pongo, who blinks back at him. He hops towards it and grins.
Poi! Poi poi! Poi!
My Pongo's eyes widen.
Poi! Poi poi!
The green Pongo grins and hops away, and my Pongo follows it. I have no idea what just happened, but why do I feel all warm and fuzzy inside? Because it's adorable. Watching two Pongos interact. As the Pongos run off, a professor in a wheelchair rolls towards us. Although he's lost all his hairs, he doesn't seem as old as some of the others.
Liana.
She doesn't bother containing her surprise.
Professor Xavier!
Professor Xavier, oh my god, the Professor Xavier? What am I thinking? Pleasure to meet you, the Professor Xavier, oh my god. X-Men, it's an X, oh my god. I love these devs. This is some good writing. And what am I thinking? I don't know. Let's just be polite. Let's not jump to conclusions. He smiles at Liana.
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
Then it turns attention to me. It's nice to meet you, sir.
You as well.
Professor, is there something I can help you with?
Liana, how high was your original energy reading?
In the thousands.
He creases brow and ponders quietly.
Tell me, are you familiar with the theory of temporal rifts?
Liana and I both shake our heads.
In the most basic sense, a temporal rift occurs when the fabric of the universe is torn. In the midst of this tear, there is a moment where the parallel worlds overlap.
Liana and I glance sharply at each other. Would it be possible to cross between these worlds?
It may be in theory, but it'd be very difficult. After all, that type of travel between worlds would require an immense amount of energy, an amount that no human would be able to manipulate and survive. That's why most elders have dismissed this as nonsense. But listening to all that's been said today, it coincides quite closely with this theory.
For the first time since we arrived at the school, I begin to feel a glimmer of hope. What more can you share about this theory?
Well, not much, I'm afraid. As I said, most consider it to be either nonsense or too inconsequential to waste their time on. Although there is one man who spent his life developing and researching this theory. He used to be an instructor of this academy.
Is he still in Illumia?
Unfortunately, he left many years ago in search of Ember Mist.
Liana purses her lips.
The hidden city.
He nods. If it's hidden, I'm guessing it'll be hard to find. Before he can respond, a student with 2 long pigtails strides over.
Please allow me to accompany you on your quest.
Oh! Amelia Estelle. Hi! We got yet another character being tossed into the bunch here. Hi, hello there, whoever you are. Professor Xavier replies sternly.
Absolutely not.
Could you elaborate on your disapproval? This is an excellent opportunity to further my research and education.
This is not a Mage Academy sponsored expedition, so there won't be mages around to protect you. It's a dangerous journey, especially given the fact that no one knows the location of Ember Mist.
The girl stays silent, and I can practically see the cogs in her head spinning. She contemplates her words. Finally, she nods.
Understood.
As soon as she finishes speaking, she turns on her heels and walks away. What just happened?
Pay her no mind. That's just how she is.
Robotic? Who is she?
That's Amelia Estelle, the university's prodigy. She's only a teenager, but already a Mage-Caster, which means she can manipulate 2 different elements at the same time.
I flash her a grateful smile for automatically explaining what a Mage-Caster is. I'm guessing Mage-Casters are usually a little older than a teen. Liana grins.
Just a little. Most Mage-Casters are in their 40s.
My eyes widen. She must be really something special then.
Anyway, thank you for all of your help, Professor.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more helpful, but I wish you the best of luck on your journey.
After saying goodbye, his wheelchair moves on its own and pushes him out of the room. Oh, did his wheelchair just move by itself?
Not quite. He's using wind magic to push it along.
The more I see magic in use, the more I wish I could use it. And now I regret that I didn't use the Professor Xavier line. Oh my god.
What did you think of everything the professor said?
It sounds exactly like what happened to me. We should find this Ember Mist city and talk to the professor there. She nods.
Unfortunately, no one knows how to get there. Let's stop by the inn. Since it's a hub for travelers from all over, there's bound to be someone who knows something.
That sounds like our best course of action. Once agreed, Liana leads the way out of the academy. I follow her through the twisted roads of Illumia. When asked why we were taking so many turns, she said she wanted to avoid the marketplace, which would be so crowded with people we wouldn't be able to walk through. Soon we reached the inn. The place is a lot larger than any of the other inns we've stayed in so far. Looks pretty quaint. It actually looks roughly about the same as the very first town. I like it though, it's alright. Along with the smoothly crafted dining tables, there's a fireplace along the far wall with labeled jars and a mantle. The place is fairly busy for this time of day, only a couple of tables are open. Per usual, Liana speaks with the innkeeper. I see him point toward a couple by the fireplace. When she returns, she drops the key in my hand.
Here's the key to your room. I figured we're going to be spending the night here.
I nod as I pocket my key.
The innkeeper doesn't know how to get to Ember Mist, but he says that that couple comes from the far desert. They might know.
Maybe you should split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Good idea. I'll go talk to that couple first.
Okay. As Liana walks off, I survey the room. Ask the group of adventurers, ask the cute girl, ask the little loner corner. That sounds like Zack, doesn't it? Group of adventurers first. Approach the table of misfits. These guys look like they're well traveled. There's a tall, bulky man wearing fur boots and a loincloth and very little else. His muscles ripple as it takes a swig of his tankard. Beside him is a short and stout bearded man. Gold is entwined in his braided beard, and his scar runs from his bald head down to his cheek. The last member of the party is a lithe, blonde, elegant man. A bow is slung on his back, and his glossy hair spills around it. Hey there. Blonde man grins, while the other two peer at me.
Well, aren't you a tall, refreshing drink of water? I'm Randall, but you can call me Randy.
Hi, Randy. He winks. Well then. Hi, I'm Tham. I hope I'm not intruding, I just had a quick question.
Not at all. Ask away.
Do any of you know how to get to the city of Ember Mist? Randall laughs.
Do you still believe in those fairy tales? Ember Mist is just a myth.
I think it's a real place. The bald man frowns.
The city's underground.
This time, the hulking barbarian cracks a smile.
You believe in it too? Of course not. But if it did exist, it'd be underground. Otherwise, why hasn't anyone been able to find it?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
The barbarian sounds as drunk as ever.
Says the person too dumb to wear clothes.
I'm wearing clothes!
Your underwear doesn't count.
Two continue to bicker as Vandal tries to soothe them both. I slowly back away. Well, that wasn't very helpful. Ask the cute girl. Approach the pretty redhead by the bar. Hey there. She smiles.
Hi.
Are you looking to join a party?
I can be.
I sit down beside her. Have you been here long? She gives me a curious look.
Long enough to know that I haven't seen you before.
I'm just passing through.
Oh, where are you headed?
To Ember Mist. Suddenly, her smile drops. It's not the reaction I was expecting.
Ember Mist doesn't exist.
I frown. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Alright, never mind then. Her smile drops again, and she grabs her drink. She sways her hips as she walks and approaches the man who is drinking alone. Her alluring smile returns as she sits down beside him and touches his hand. Wait a minute. Is she a consort? Let's pretend that did just happen. Looks like I'm not having much luck. I wonder how Liana's doing. So I'm getting as a consort maybe could be possibly a lady of the night, I'm guessing. Judging from her pouch, she has about as much success as I did. Make our way back to the bar.
Greetings.
Hi. Amelia, right? Yeah, it's Amelia. That's Amelia. Amelia waits for us at the bar, and I'm startled to see your presence. Diana looks just as shocked.
What are you doing here?
I've come to accompany you on your journey.
Professor Xavier made it very clear that you were to stay at the Academy.
His logic is rational, but my presence and assistance is far more beneficial for you than it is for me to remain at the Academy.
What assistance?
I am aware of the location of Ember Mist.
How is that possible?
How I know is irrelevant.
Alright, if you know, then tell us where it is.
I will gladly impart this knowledge into you should you accept me as a travel companion.
But the Academy won't let you go.
She shrugs.
If I cannot go, then I suppose neither can you.
Diana bites her lip. I can tell she's torn. Should let her join? We could let her join, maybe. I mean, it might be a bad idea, but we should possibly. It looks like there's no other way. We should let her join.
We shouldn't go against a direct order from the Mage Academy.
What other choice do we have? She frowns. Nobody at the inn knows the location. I doubt we'll find anyone else who can tell us how to get there. Are you really willing to give up this lead? Liana runs her hand through her hair as she thinks. She still glances at Amelia, who watches us with hawk eyes. Finally, Liana's expression softens as she nods.
Fine. You can come with us, but only on the condition that you let us bring extra protection.
That is a logical conclusion. I am not opposed to it.
Alright. I'll see if I can find some mages last minute.
No!
Both Liana and I stare at Amelia.
Mages will alert the Academy of our proposal.
And then they won't let us go.
Correct.
I suppose that makes sense.
This girl is thinking ahead. She's almost like robotic a little bit. She taps her finger to her chin.
I guess the only other option is to hire a mercenary.
She grins.
And I think I know just the guy.
Liana and I scan the inn for any signs of Zack. She spots him in his secluded corner in the inn, drinking alone.
Hey, Zack.
Looks up from his tankard. He is surprised he doesn't show it. He nods his greetings.
Guess things went well at the Academy.
As well as expected. I'm actually here to do business.
Zack cocks his head slightly.
You have my attention.
We need protection for our newest companion.
She nods towards Amelia, who merely stares at Zack. He gives her a once-over.
Isn't she a mage?
Yes, but a student.
That is not an accurate description. I am...
Liana glares at her.
A student.
While not untrue, I have fulfilled the necessary curriculum to be considered.
Amelia!
Liana is clearly exacerbated. Amelia cocks her head to the side. Oh no, Liana's clearly exacerbated. Sorry, I might have messed up the name. Amelia cocks her head to the side and studies Liana curiously. Anyway, what we're trying to ask is, are you for hire and will you accept this job? Zack pauses and takes a long swig from his drink. He looks from me to Liana to Amelia, then pauses again. Finally, he nods.
Alright.
Really? That's great.
We haven't even filled him in on this thing. He's just like, okay, alright, that's fine. I guess I traveled with them before. Like, we haven't even told where we're going.
We're headed to Ember Mist.
Oh, now we did. Zack raises an eyebrow.
The hidden city?
We have someone who knows the way.
Zack's gaze falls to Amelia.
Interesting.
Alright, now that we have our team, what do we do now?
There's no point in beginning our journey when the sun is almost gone.
That's true.
I should return to the Academy before my disappearance is observed.
Good idea. We can reconvene here tomorrow morning.
The three of us leave Zack alone and Amelia heads out of the inn. Just as she leaves, a group of young adults burst in, laugh loudly, and their cheeks are flushed as if from dancing or running. A circlet of flowers is on each of their heads. Liana gasps.
Oh, the festival!
Festival?
Yeah, it's a celebration of the spring equinox. Do you want to go check it out?
Sure, yeah. Sounds fun. Liana grins.
It is. It's one of my favorite festivals.
We exit the inn. Although the moon has traded places in the sky with the sun, streets are still bustling with people. Liana and I follow the crowd until we reach town square. Colored strings of crystal light hang from large cherry trees line the perimeter of the square. Lights spill soft rainbows on the smiling faces of the townsfolk. The heavenly aroma of spices and grilled meat entices me towards the festivities. The simple stand is set up on the side of the square, where musicians play a jaunty tune. The top of the feet in time to the beat as dancers whirl around the center of the square. Sorry, my contact on the left side is getting a little bit loose. Apologies ahead of time. As we pass through the square, giggling girls offer circlets of flowers. Liana happily accepts hers and lets the girl place it on her head.
It's so beautiful. Everything looks so different.
Her eyes sparkle as she taps her feet to the rhythm of the music. She watches the pair of dancers jumping and twirling. For the first time since we met, Liana's face holds no trace of caution. My eyes are drawn to her as a smile lights up on her entire face. She turns towards me and I quickly look away. Hope she didn't catch me staring.
Would you like to dance?
Sure. But let's see what kind of answers we got here. Oh my god, I'm up for it, alright. That's probably the answer I would choose here. Time for some bump and grind. That was some bumping and grind. Oh god. Oh, it's so painfully. It's so painfully awkward and cringy, but it's actually really funny. It's cringy to the point where it's actually really hilarious. Can you handle my mad b-boy skills? Oh. Do we go for the do we go for the millennial cringe or the 90s cringe? I think we're just gonna keep it tame. We'll say we're up for it. Sure, but I've never danced like that before.
Oh? How do you normally dance?
Line dancing. I have done line dancing, like country line dancing. I'm not even kidding you. I can line dance like a boss. I'm not even kidding you. I'm damn good at it. Her eyes glitter as she waits expectantly. One step at a time, suave and elegant. This is awkward. One step at a time? Awkwardly step from side to side. Somehow I'm dancing even worse than usual, and I'm not even keeping in time with the beat. Diana hides a giggle.
Let me show you how we do it here.
She takes my hand in hers and put me to a more secluded area of the dance floor.
For this song, we're gonna raise our right hands up like this so they touch.
She bends her elbow and holds up the arm to her eye level. Then she moves my arm so it matches hers. I can feel the warmth of her fingers as I brush my own.
Our hands will stay here, and then we use our right foot to step to the right. Then left foot back. Then we'll shift our weight front and back in a ball change.
As she speaks, she demonstrates the steps.
Then we do the same thing on the left. Left foot left, right foot back, and ball change. Then we step to the right and spin from behind. Come on, try it with me.
Alright. We get into position and Diana counts off.
5, 6, 7, 8.
First, I step. Early access version minigame will be available in the future builds. Okay, sounds good. Dance well. You know what? We got our ass handed by her last time we practiced, and then Zach ended up just capping us with his gun. So we're gonna go ahead and dance well this time. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of credit, a little bit of give and take, you know? So we're gonna dance well here. Matching Liana, I step with my right foot.
That's it.
Then I step with my left foot to the back and do a ball change. Next we do the same thing on the left side. We step with our right foot and spin. Early access version minigame will be available in future builds. Dance well? Yeah, gotta keep dancing well. Step to the right and spin from behind. Liana and I step apart. Did I do this right? We're supposed to be this far apart?
Yeah. Normally we'd be facing our new partners, and we do the whole thing over again starting with our left foot. And once that's done, we'll be facing each other again.
We'll go through the steps another time and I managed to dance it perfectly. I feel like this might have been inspired through like a dance scene in like Lord of the Rings or something like that. I don't know, or one of those fantasy movies. But I'm sort of understanding what they're talking about, the type of dance. I think I've seen it before somewhere, in some sort of medium.
Wow, you're a natural. Are you sure you've never done this before?
Her warm grin is infectious, and I found myself grinning just as broadly. It's because I had such a great teacher. Her cheeks flushes, she about to reply. I gaze and meet. Oh, now she's getting bashful, coy. Diana's breath catches in her throat. She seems to forget what she's about to say. For a second, I forget about the crowds of people around us. All I can see is her. As someone jostles us, we quickly look away. What just happened there? Catch her glancing at me as she smiles shyly.
So, do you think you're ready to join the rest of the dancers?
I'm game if you are. I hold up my hand as she accepts it with the same coy smile. Then I lead her out to the dance floor. Damn! Alright, I see what's going on here. We dance late into the night until our feet ache and our throats grow hoarse from laughing. Party's still going strong as Diana and I return to the inn, head to our separate rooms. Haven't had that much fun in ages. As I fall into my bed, I enter dreamland with an immense smile on my face. Not gonna lie, as somebody who doesn't look like he can dance or should not be able to dance, line dancing is fun as hell. You got a Russian, you pulled a Russian from the depths of cold mountain winter areas of Russia. You pulled him out, you lassoed in a way, I guess it could be more country, lassoed a Russian out, pulled him to America, and got him to line dance. I'm not even kidding you, look up like line dancing. Simple one, the simplest one I can ever recommend is Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe, look that up, easiest line dance you can ever learn. I learned some more advanced stuff in I don't know, from then on, in my past dances experiencing. But you pulled a Russian and got him to line dance. It's actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. Anyway, continue on.